A warm welcome to Disky Talk with Luyolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, I discuss all things CAF Champions League as I have a look at Group A. So, with regards then to Group A, we do have Mamelodi Sundowns, who currently sit top of the group. So, they've played 4 matches, they've won 3 games, they've drawn 1, they're yet to concede a goal, and they've scored 3 goals. Moving on then right along, currently at number 2, you do have then Al Ahly, which played 4 games, they've won 1, they've drawn 2, and they've also lost 2, and they've got 4 points. And then at number 3, you've got Al Hilal. So with Al Hilal, they've played 4, they've won 1, they've drawn 1, and they've lost 2. And then at number 4, you've got Al Merreikh. Al Merreikh have played 4, won 1, drawn 1, and lost 2. So with regards to Al Ahly, Al Hilal, and Al Merreikh, all the L clubs, they've got the same record then with regards to matches played, games won, games drawn, and games lost as well. So Mamelodi Sundowns then do sit top of this group as they've been doing very, very well within the CAF Champions League. So I do think then that they are poised going into this weekend's encounter. I think that they are poised then to actually finish top of the group, and it's going to be very interesting then to see who finishes second, because you do have then the defending champions, which are currently struggling then within this group. But if they do then ensure that they are able then to ensure that they beat Al Hilal and Al Merreikh, then they can qualify and finish second spot. And the last time out then, in the last campaign of the CAF Champions League, they did finish second within their group and they went on to win the CAF Champions League. So Al Ahly then are a side that usually do start off slowly. So it's going to be very important then that they do pick up 3 points going into this round of fixtures. However, then the focus then is on Mamelodi Sundowns' defense. And I say that because that has been the key to them ensuring then that they've ensured that they haven't conceded goals, and they've been very difficult to play against, and they don't give the opposition much of a chance, with regards to chances created, shots at goal, and then final third penetration from the opposition perspective. So when you do have a look at their back four, the back four that has been consistent for this Mamelodi Sundowns side is that you've had Mudau at right back. As the 2 centre backs, you've had Reuck, you've had Brian Onyango, and then you've had Lakay at left back. So these 4 then have been very, very important for this Mamelodi Sundowns side with regards then to how they've defended and kept those clean sheets. They have been the most consistent feature within the Mamelodi Sundowns side, as we have seen a couple of changes in midfield, we have seen a couple of changes to the front line, but these 4 have been key in this run. And when you look at this Mamelodi Sundowns side, the defensive foundation was established early on within the DStv Premiership within the first 10 games, where they were very solid and they were keeping clean sheets. And it is often said that defense wins you championships. So this Mamelodi Sundowns side are looking very good, looking very strong, and they're poised then to qualify to the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League. And because of the phenomenal start they've had, one could suggest that they are also then favourites to go on and win this CAF Champions League. However, this back four will be very, very important as they've proven to be so solid and very, very important. However, let's then have a look at each of the players within this back four and the qualities that they then bring. So we'll start then with Lakay. With Lakay then, this is a player who plays as a left back for this Mamelodi Sundowns side. So with Lakay then, he is a very offensive-minded fullback, and he does tend to offer Mamelodi Sundowns that width on the left-hand side. A player then who does tend to occupy advanced pockets of spaces within the left wide channel, so which is vertical zone 1. So he is advanced then with regards to the pocket of space that he would pick up. And when you then have a look then at his technical skill set, so he possesses a lot of quality with that educated left boot of his. So he can deliver those quality balls into the cross. At times, he can deliver deep crosses into the box. He can also deliver those crosses when he hits the bar line. And very good then at set pieces from a corner kick, where we did see then in the previous encounter against Al Ahly, he delivered quality ball into the box where Shalile finished. And from direct set pieces as well, he has also scored a couple of goals this season as well. So this is a player then who offers so much quality for this Mamelodi Sundowns side, especially then when you look at what he brings then from an offensive perspective. Defensively, he is then a player then who isn't as strong in those 1v1 defensive situations. However, as of late, he has been able then to combat some of the best wingers within the CAF Champions League, and he has been solid. So this is a player then who is maturing and reading the game very, very well. And then when we move along then and have a look at the centre-back pairing, I think this is where the big difference has been. And I think these two at the heart of defense have been the best centre-back pairing within Africa, within the CAF Champions League this season so far. So you've got Brian Onyango and then you've got Reuck. So when you have a look at these two, and with regards to how important they've been, so there's two danger zones then within football. So you've got zone 14, which then constitutes of that space. So zone 14 then is where a lot of chances are fashioned and a lot of chances are created, and that's where most goals would come from. The second danger zone then would be the box. So with regards to how important these two are, they would then ensure that they're able to guard zone 14, which is the most important zone on a pitch. And then they've also been able to defend their box very, very well, especially then with those set pieces and whenever then they are under siege with regards to opposition attacks. And when you look at Brian Onyango, then he does then offer then the personality of a stopper when it comes to him being a centre-back. So very good then when it comes to ensuring that he's physically imposing, he wins those aerial duels, and that he's very, very strong. And then when you have a look at Reuck, he is the quite complete centre-back, because then he does have a variation of the three types of centre-backs that you'd have. So you have a stopper, you've got a ball player, and you've got a libero. So with the libero, that is a centre-back who can often step into midfield and look then to play and look then to start play for his side, and look then to ensure that he does offer them that quality within deep pockets of space. And then with a stopper that is a physically imposing centre-back who then stops opposition attacks. And then with the ball playing centre-back, normally then a centre-back would facilitate the build-up, very comfortable, can look to play those penetrative and creative passes where he's looking to break the lines and advance the ball and look then to progress the ball for his side. So Reuck then has been one of the best centre-backs within Africa this season. And then at right back, you've got Mudau. So a lot of people then wouldn't have expected him to have improved so much, because this was a player who didn't get much game time last season. And when you have a look at last season then, it was also reported then that there were suggestions that he could have been loaned out. However, he did pick to stay on and fight for his position. And he has done very well, because then he has become the mainstay at right back. With Mudau, he is a very, very solid right back. So unlike Lakay, he is a lot more defensive, and he does then tend to hold a deeper pocket of space then on the right hand side with regards to his position. At times, he does tend to look to offer Mamelodi Sundowns the width, and whenever then he has delivered crosses, at times we've seen that he can deliver that quality. It's just about him then delivering that quality on a consistent basis. And then when you do have a look at him, then he is then a player then who ensures that he gives Mamelodi Sundowns that stability and that defensive solidity then on the right-hand side. Also, very comfortable on the ball with regards to progressing it from the right-sided channel. So the key then for Mamelodi Sundowns, then looking then to progress into the quarterfinals, will be then keeping this back four and ensuring that this back four can stay fully fit, and then being able then to ensure that they keep on keeping those clean sheets, because defense wins you championships. And going by this defensive four, I think Mamelodi Sundowns can go on all the way and win the CAF Champions League this season. However, they will be key, especially then when you look at Lakay, Onyango, Reuck, and Mudau. So, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know, what do you make of the upcoming fixtures within Group A, and who do you think finishes second? Because I think Mamelodi Sundowns will finish first and advance to the quarterfinal. However, most importantly, who do you think will win the CAF Champions League? So, if you've enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell for more beautiful footballing content from a local and international perspective. Thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special episode of Diski Talk with Luyolo. Signing out.